Hello, welcome to the Flute 360 podcast, where we incorporate a panoramic view of flute-related topics. I am your host, Heidi K. Begay, and this is episode 172. Let's take action together. Hey there, welcome back to another Flute 360 podcast episode. I am stoked that you are here, and I want to welcome the newbies. So I've noticed some new followers through social media and some new subscribers through the Apple Podcast. First and foremost, thank you so much for being here and for supporting the show. If there is ever a topic that you need from me or from one of my guests, feel free to reach out to me at any time. I promise I do not bite. My website is heidikbegay.com and my email is heidikbegay@gmail.com. I wholeheartedly believe that God put me on this earth to be an educator. So if there is ever a topic about musicality, flute fundamentals, music business, just know that I'm here to serve you. I am extremely passionate about guiding the modern day flutist through holistic means to find their unique voice on and off the stage. So if there is ever a topic suggestion that could serve you in that light, I am always here for you. So for the new listeners out there who may not know me, my name is Heidi, and I'm originally from Chicago. I live in Fort Worth currently with my husband. His name is Eric J. Begay, and he is a guitarist and an audio engineer. We live in a beautiful home with our 3 fur babies, and their names are Lexi, Gizmo, and Maestro, aka Boney. I absolutely love getting sushi with my friends. I love espresso, dark chocolate, and anything to do with the bird species called barn swallows. I am obsessed with them. So today's episode is going to be short and sweet because it's been a week. And I know y'all probably resonate with that, with the beginning of the new school year, getting back into a routine. It's been a wonderful whirlwind. Now, I want to direct your attention to last month's series, which was all about health. I had the great pleasure to interview 4 amazing experts within the field of health and well-being. I talked with Dr. Lee Pearson, Dr. Amy Leichhardt, Dr. Spencer Hartman, and Austin Panzner about health. So if you want to check out those 4 episodes, scoot on back to those last 4 episodes through the podcast app, and you can purge the information. So today I want to focus on some upcoming events. There are 2 events right now that I want to draw your attention to. The first event is through the Ultimate Music Business Summit. This is a summit where I am currently on the executive committee, and my colleagues include Dr. Garrett Hope and Arthur Brewer. These are wonderful gentlemen who literally just know the ins and outs of music business to the umpteenth degree. The 3 of us have been organizing and putting together this wonderful virtual summit for our community, which includes you. This event would not be the event that we envision it to be without you there. We are organizing 30 plus presenters to come and purge their expertise through your earbuds. They are going to present on topics such as music business, that's the big umbrella, but specific topics such as audio production, networking, cultivating relationships, how to fund your next creative project through sponsorships, grants, etc. There are topics there for everyone. So I just rattled off like 3 or 4 different topics, but seriously, we have like over 30 presenters. If you go to musicsummit.biz, that is MUSICSUMMIT.biz, you can claim your seat. So just type in your information in the pop-up window and we will be sending you some updates along the way between now and January. The event is going to be held January 6th through 8th, 2022. I will be presenting as well, and I hope to see you. The reason why I'm bringing your attention to this is because last year I was also a presenter, but I was a participant as well. And I want to focus your attention there because there are so many opportunities by just showing up. By showing up for yourself and cultivating new relationships amongst your new music friends and new music colleagues, the world is basically your oyster. Being a participant last year, I cannot tell you how many wonderful relationships began because of UMBS 2021. I was able to start relationships with my podcasting musician friend, Mindy, and Glory, and Matthew. The list goes on. And because those relationships were started, then I had a chance to water them, to feed them some good old plant food and sun and some water. I know I'm being a little cheesy right now, but seriously, you can start a relationship, but then you have to help it grow. And by doing that, amazing monetary and creative opportunities had unfolded for me. Things like being an author in an international book cultivated from said relationship, or helping a musician start her podcast, helping another podcasting musician start his podcast, but then also to help it grow. The list goes on. And this is just one story. That's just my story. I have heard countless testimonials from my music friends saying the same thing happened for them too. And so if you know anything about me, just know that I am a huge advocate for networking. And not networking in a sleazy way, but networking in the sense of building relationships, collaborating. You will be so surprised by just knocking on somebody's door through an innocent DM or an email message where that relationship could scale. It will blow your mind. So show up for yourself, come to the UMBS Summit 2022 and start cultivating those relationships for your music business and for your music career. The next event that I want to draw your attention to is a video proposal with the SBO. The SBO is a Canadian-based ensemble directed by my friend Ron Royer, who is a cellist and who is also a composer. So he and I have come together to collaborate and to co-organize an international music festival that highlights flute music by women composers. If this is something that you want to be a part of, the festival is going down via YouTube throughout the month of February 2022. And we want you to get involved. We are asking for video proposals, and those video proposals are due November 1st, 2021. So that gives you about 2 months to complete. We're looking for flutists who perform flute works by women composers, and you're going to tell us a little bit about the piece. You're going to tell us a little bit about your production, etc. Easy peasy. And we are going to select 10 performers total. Now, make sure that you are a part of one of 3 different organizations. Please update or become a member through the New Jersey Flute Society or the Montana Flute Association or Texas Flute Society. Right now, we are inviting only those 3 different organizations to support them and to support their endeavors. So if you can be a member through one of those 3 flute communities, then you can submit your video proposal through me and the SBO. If this is something that really interests you and you want to be a part of and be on an international stage, please go to my website at heidikbigay.com/flute-360s-sponsors. So really easy peasy. You're just basically going to heidikbigay.com and then you're clicking on the tab that says podcast. All of the information is there throughout that subdomain. Click the link and a Google Drive folder will pop up and you will see 2 flyers and 2 application forms. I cannot wait to see your entry. Lastly, please help me thank my dear English composer friend, Christopher Wiggins. He has been so generous this month in offering all of us a free score of his. He did an arrangement of this beautiful Croatian melody titled Whither, Whither My Violet. And he is giving you this flute quartet arrangement for free. All you have to do is go to heidikbigay.com and click on the newsletter tab, sign up, and the free score will be delivered right into your inbox. Now, this is a gift that keeps on giving. Record yourself playing the quartet anytime from now until the end of the month, which is September 2021. Tag me into your social media post, and I will give you a shout out in October for your participation. Now, you may be thinking this is too good to be true, but seriously, y'all, I am all about trying to get my wonderful music friends and colleagues in one room. And if that means announcing the wonderful things that you're doing in your neck of the woods and bringing it to the forefront where other people can see the amazing projects that you are participating in or that you're working on, that would bring me so much joy. I want to connect you and I want to help build your network tenfold. So let's get involved together. Go to the website, get the music, let's play this music together, let's lift each other up, let's encourage each other through our different creative endeavors. And as promised through social media that I mentioned via an Instagram story, I have a little secret. And that is my friend and colleague, Dr. Garrett Hope, and I have been noticing a lot of parallels between his podcasting listener base and my podcasting listener base. Wonderful listeners, just like yourself, are going through very similar pain points. Questions we keep hearing time and time again are, how do you make money in this pandemic world? How do you survive in today's musical climate? How can I bring my unique skill sets to the forefront? And so Garrett and I are actually brainstorming and using each other as a soundboard for each other through this creative endeavor. And as we have been scratching our heads and listening to these wonderful conversations, we are going to launch something mid-October. So I'm not going to say the name of it yet, just because things are still in the works, but just know that this class is going to solve a lot of those pain points that I mentioned earlier. So get really excited because, we are right now in the depths of interviewing our music friends. We just put out a music survey via the newsletter, and we are so appreciative of people being very honest and open around these topics. So if you're hearing some of these announcements and thinking, boy, I didn't really hear that through the newsletter or through social media, No worries. Just go ahead and follow me through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. And I am very, very current throughout my social media posts and stories about said announcements. Also, if you sign up for that free quartet score, you will be on the newsletter to hear about other announcements, such as this music business survey and other freebies along the way. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode, and I cannot wait to deliver September's content next week through your earbuds. It's going to be juicy, and I cannot wait to see you thrive. Thank you.
Let's talk about Flute.